Hey everyone, my name is Heba and welcome back. I have the new Guerlain Terracotta Tint Foundation and I did pick it up in two shades, 4N and 4.5N. But before I start talking about this foundation, I'm sure you could hear it in my voice. I'm at the tail end of this bug that we got. I was coughing, sneezing, couldn't even talk too long because then I'd start coughing up a lung here, but I'm now at the tail end of it, but my voice is still kind of sounding kind of hoarse. And I'm not coughing as much, which is good because that cough, it's such a pain. And before that, my family and I, we took a little 3-day trip to Napa Valley. And I already had the foundation in the shade 4.5N, and I did take it with me to Napa. And I realized that it was just a little dark, so while there, I ordered 4N so it could be ready by the time we got home. Or not ready, it will be here by the time I got home. You know, you don't want packages left at the front door when you're away on vacation. So I thought I could do this video right when we got home, but of course, that's when we got sick. And I didn't even try 4N because when you're sick, you just don't want to do anything. So this is the first time I've tried 4N, but before I applied this foundation on 4N, I did swatch them both on my cheek. Now I hope I don't start coughing or sneezing. I know my eyes is going to start to water here. It's already is. Let me let you know about myself. I am 55 years old, so I do have the mature skin. I have the fine lines, I have the wrinkles, pores, lots of pores. I have some texture. I also have melasma spots above my lip and on my cheeks, and I have combo oily skin. And the foundations that I like to look for is something that looks good on my skin. I do like a matte foundation. I do like a luminous foundation. I like medium coverage, full coverage, light coverage. It's just whichever will look good on my skin. But let's go ahead and talk about this foundation from Guerlain. Now the full name of it is the 24-Hour Wear No Transfer Natural Glow Perfecting Foundation. So here's what the bottle looks like. It's different from all the other foundations that they carry, and the cap is the same as their terracotta bronzers. When you take the cap off, it does have a pump. You do get 35 mils of product, which is 1.1 ounce, and it costs $62. And there are 30 shades in this collection with 3 undertones: cool, warm, and neutral. And again, I picked up 2 shades, 4.5N and 4N, and they're both described as medium skin with neutral beige undertones. So with this foundation, they are expanding in the terracotta line. Of course, they are famous with their terracotta bronzers, which I do have, and it's what I'm wearing right now. And you can see the packaging here. It looks like the cap of the foundation with the double G logo there. So again, let me show it to you on the foundation cap. Which I'm kind of glad that they're doing this because I do like the terracotta bronzers and the powders. So let me go ahead and let you know about this foundation, and while I do that, I'm going to show some B-roll of me applying the foundation on, actually they're all going to be in the shade 4.5N since that's what I got first. So again, this is the 24-Hour Wear No Transfer Natural Glow Perfecting Foundation. The perfection of a foundation, the lightness of a powder. The terracotta tint pairs the lightness and radiance of a powder with the perfection of a foundation. Its 24-hour wear, no transfer formula guarantees a beautiful, healthy glow. This incredibly fine, ultra-light texture foundation offers a barely there feel. Its airy formula fuses with the skin and is incredibly light, delivering perfect tailor-made, ultra-buildable medium to full coverage. This formula instantly creates a flawless yet unbelievably natural luminous matte finish. So this contains 95% naturally derived ingredients without compromising on performance, offering 24-hour hold thanks to a no-transfer formulation. The remaining 5% contribute to product integrity and sensuality. This is long-wearing 24-hour maintains skin's hydration. This comes in 30 shades, 16 intensities, and 3 undertones: neutral, cool, and warm, covering the entire complexion spectrum. It also contains gem tone, which allows it to adjust to all skin tones. The newest signature of the terracotta line feels like second skin. With 95% naturally derived ingredients infused with argan oil, it delivers lasting comfort and maintains skin hydration for 24 hours. Guerlain has opted to source this natural argan oil from Morocco via the Targeting network, I believe that's how you say it, of cooperatives, which was created over 15 years ago. This network participates in safeguarding local resources from Moroccan land and creating stable employment in rural areas. Terracotta Tint boasts a brand new bottle inspired by the iconic codes of terracotta powders. These are seen in its brown cap, set off with a fine golden ring, the sheer finish offering a glimpse of the house's signature double G. The frosted clear glass bottle in rounded lines evokes the lightness of the terracotta powder and offers an organic, intuitive grip for an elegant gesture. And I hope my voice wasn't too bad, and I wouldn't blame you if you skipped through it. That's fine. I don't want to even hear my voice. So I have to say that this foundation does feel airy. It feels very light on my face, and I really do like it. Spoiler alert. So let me go ahead and show you me applying the foundation on in shade 4N, which is what I have on now. And then I'll swatch all the Guerlain foundations that I have at the end. Well, all right, let's go ahead and get into it, and I'll see you on the other side. I'm going to swatch both shades on my cheek, and just to let you know, this is the second time I'm doing it. First time, I just did the eyeshadows, didn't finish the eye makeup or anything like that. Did the whole spiel, swatches, applied the shade on, finished the rest of my makeup. Luckily, I didn't do my hair. And then I realized I didn't have the mic on. The whole time, I forgot to put the mic on. I guess I'm still sick, still kind of delirious here. But I went ahead and took the foundation, concealer, blush, bronzer off, and let's try this again. At least my eye makeup's finished. So let's go in with 4N. Let me make sure this is the right shade. Let's swatch you here again. So here's 4N and 4.5N. Okay, there you go. Yeah, 4.5 is a little dark for me, but I think this will be a nice shade for me in the summer. I'm glad I got 4N because I think that's more me, right now at least. Let me come up close so you can see a little bit better. So yeah, here's 4N, 4.5N. 4.5 does look a little bit more red too. For the primers, they're both from Guerlain, and the first one I'm going to use is this one, the L'Or Radiance Primer. I'm almost finished with it. So happy with that, and I do have a backup of this one. They did come out with a newer formula, but I didn't pick it up yet because I want to finish up this one and the backup. But this one has like gold flecks in it to give you a little bit more radiance, I guess. And my fingernail broke last night, so I can't really do anything about it. Oh gosh. And the other one by Guerlain, this is the Pore Perfecting Primer. It comes in the same shape bottle as the L'Essentiel foundation. Now they don't make this one anymore, at least I don't think. Maybe you could find it in stores like leftover stock. But this one's really nice. I just apply it on my pores and it does kind of give it a little blurring effect there. And it has a little bit of a stickiness to it. I like it. So I hope that they do make this again. Next, I'm going to use concealer. This is by Lancome, the Tinted Doll in the shade 420. Just put a little bit more because I think there's still some left over. Let me make sure I'm using the right shade. Hate to do this all over again. Yes, 4N. There it is again. I'm just going to put one pump on the back of my hand, and here's the consistency of it. And I've noticed I don't need a full pump of this foundation. I think like a little bit more than half or 3/4 of a pump, because I still have some left over, which we're going to test it and see if it does oxidize. I'm going to apply the foundation with the Koyudo Faux Pas foundation brush. Love this brush. And actually I've been using it with the BK Beauty foundation brush and a beauty sponge, and this foundation works well with any of them. But this one's one of my favorite brushes. It just spreads evenly and quickly, and it does kind of dry down, but not as fast to where you have to do one side at a time. And that is it. So here's 4N. Let's compare it to my neck. It's not bad. Just looking in the viewfinder here. But I will just kind of bring it down my neck a little bit more. 4.5 is a little dark, but I think during the summertime it's going to be a good shade for me. Let me make sure I'm applying it everywhere evenly. Yeah, it looks really good. Don't see any streaking from the foundation brush. It's not settling in any pores. It doesn't look dry or cakey. It looks good. I kind of like it. And I still have some left over on the back of my hand here. So I'm going to go ahead and apply bronzer and blush for you guys. And while I do that, we're going to see if this oxidizes. So let's go ahead and bronze me up a little bit. And let's use the Guerlain Terracotta Bronzing Powder. And this is in shade 04. Might as well use the terracotta bronzer with the terracotta foundation. And while I'm applying it, the foundation doesn't move or anything like that. And I'm applying a powder. It doesn't look powdery or cakey or anything like that. For blush, I'm going to use this one also by Guerlain. It's the Terracotta, let's look here, the Sun-Kissed Healthy Glow Powder. And this is in the shade 04 Deep Cool. This one has like several different colors in there. So I think this will be pretty for a blush. Oh, there goes my nail again. So I'm just going to concentrate it in the kind of in those orangey shades and use that as a blush. I think it's very pretty for a blush. Very corally. Now let's see if this oxidizes. It's only been, I guess, less than 5 minutes. Let's see this again. Maybe it's not long enough. So yeah, it's only been 5 minutes, so I'm sure if it's 10 minutes, it'll probably get a little bit darker. But yes, this foundation does oxidize. Let me go ahead and do the first video that I did without the mic, because I also did it, but it was about a 15-20 minute difference between both swatches. So I'll insert here, and you can see that it really did oxidize. This one that I just did now, it's less than 5 minutes, but in the first video without the mic, you can see the difference there. So it does oxidize, so you may want to put that in consideration when you're looking for a shade. Well, all right, let me go ahead and finish my hair, and then we'll talk about this foundation with the mic on. Here's the finished look with my hair done and some lipstick on, and the lipstick that I'm wearing is also by Guerlain. This is one of their permanent shades, I believe. This is in the shade 12. Let me just swatch this one for you. It's a real pretty beigey nude shade. And I do have this lip gloss on top. This is by Dior, and this is in the shade 39, I believe. And this one just adds a little bit of terracotta to this lip look. And the lip pencil, it's the one by Guerlain. I believe it's pronounced Mile. I'll link everything down below for you guys. But here is the finished look. So what I think about this foundation, I really do like it. I really do. Especially in this shade, 4N. I also like 4.9, no, 4.5, but that would be a good shade for me in the summertime. But this one, 4N, I think it's really pretty now. It does have like that luminous matte look. It's not like a flat matte. It's not drying. It's not caking. I didn't set it with powder. Forgot to mention that I did not set it with powder. I probably should have set underneath my eyes here because that's, guess what, the second time I've applied concealer. So it is looking a little cakey there underneath there, but that's just my eyes. And when we went on that trip, I did take 4.5 and I had it on for at least 9 to 10 hours and it stayed on, because when I came back to the hotel, took my makeup off, you can see all the makeup on my cleansing cloth. So it still stayed on and it didn't look dry or cakey or anything like that. So yeah, I do like this foundation. Now, if you have dry skin, maybe if you want to try this foundation, make sure it's prepped before you put the foundation on. Put a lot of moisturizers on. Use primers that will give you that moisture look. But I have a feeling that if you are dry, it may look a little cakey. It may. But since I have combo oily skin, it works. And because of that, I do not see any oils coming through here, or here during the day. So yeah, I really do like this foundation. So let me go ahead and swatch all the Guerlain foundations that I have for you guys. Let me just take off the lipstick swatches. Now, I don't have every Guerlain foundation that's out there. I just have now 6 foundations, and a couple of them are in different shades. So let's start with my very first one from Guerlain, the L'Essentiel. This is the Healthy Glow foundation. This is the second bottle that I have of this foundation. I finished the first one, and luckily I did find this in Suffrages. I think it was on sale for like $32. So I had to pick up another one of this one. Even though I haven't used it as much because I've been using the others, but this one's one of my favorite foundations. Let's see. I'll swatch it here on my arm. And let me look at the shade. This is 045 in. So that's why when this foundation came out, I picked 4.5 thinking it would be the same as the Healthy Glow foundation. But as you can see earlier, it is a little dark. And also this one does have that Healthy Glow finish. I also have that same foundation, but in a deeper shade, 05 in. And as you can see, I'm almost finished with this bottle. Now I did get this one for the summertime, and sometimes I do mix it with the 045 in, because this one is a little dark, as you could see here. But when I mix these two together, it's a really good shade for me in the summer. Next, I have another L'Essentiel. This is the High Perfection 24-Hour Wear Foundation. And this one's in the matte finish. And this is also in the shade 045 in. And I did do videos on these, and I'll link them down below if you want to check these foundations in action. So here's the matte foundation. Next, I have this one. It was only available at Suffrages. It's not available for us here in the States, which I sure do hope that they do bring it here in the States because this is another nice foundation. This is the Pore Gold Skin Matte Foundation, and this is in shade 4N. They didn't have 4.5 or 45N in this shade, so that's why I picked 4N. This one does come in a tall bottle, not like the L'Essentiel with the little round bottle here. All right, so there's the Pore Gold. Now let me swatch the Terracotta Foundation, 4N and 4.5N. All right, this one's 4N and this one's 4.5. So here are the swatches of all the Guerlain foundations that I have. And hope that you can see the finish too. You can kind of see the one that's not available for us here in the States, the Pore Gold. This one does have a matte finish, and so does the High Perfection foundation. This one, even though it does say it's a luminous matte, it is luminous. It's not as matte as the Pore Gold though, or the High Perfection foundation. You know what, let's see if this foundation is transfer proof. Let me use the phone test. Let me just clean it here. There it is, nice and clean as I can. And let me put it up to my face, pretending like I'm talking on the phone. Put it up against my cheeks. And let's see. Yeah, there is some makeup there on the phone. Now let me see if it'll transfer proof to a napkin. You know what I'm gonna use this little pouch. I did get some samples with this order. Looks like perfume, a serum, and an oil. So these are the samples that I did get. And let's use the back of this pouch. Hopefully it's clean. And let me just pat it on my cheeks. And what do you think? Well, I don't see much on this little pouch. Let me do it one more time. Let me go on this side with the Guerlain logo. Now let me really push. Okay. What do you think? Yeah, I don't see any transfer there. All right. So I don't know if it wears for 24 hours. I do know that it wears for at least 10, and it is transfer proof. I mean, I don't see it on here. Yeah, not bad. It does transfer on the phone though, but all my foundations do that. All right, I think that's all I want to say about this foundation other than I really do like it. Really do like it. Well, all right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of me trying out the new Guerlain Terracotta Foundation in 2 shades. And it feels good to be back, even though I'm at the tail end of this illness, but it feels good to be back. It was a few days, as you could tell from my voice. Well, all right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you liked it and enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.